Hello everybody, welcome back to another video. Today I'd like to show some of the photos that I had taken outside with the macro lens, and those some of the flowers and some of the other stuff. I'm going to try to do it on this tablet. It's a little new setup, a little different setup. I'm going to try to use the Lightroom on there, and we'll see how that goes. We're just going to kind of show a few of the images, and Lolly's ready. She wants to show you what we took. So let's check it out. There I am. I'll drag me down to the corner. Maybe this side probably, well, for now I'm gonna be on this side. Whoa, there we go. This is still new to me, but it's pretty cool. I can record and show what I have. I have Lightroom up, and these are some of the photos I took. I'm gonna go through. What I did was kind of go through and filtered out the ones I like. So let's do that. Let's go to the filter at the top. Let's see, go to here, and let me see if I can move this little dial over here. I don't know if you can see that dial, but I'm gonna go to my selected ones. So now we're gonna go down to the first one that I took. I'm gonna drag my stuff up here. So everything out there had life. Everything was alive and just growing, you know. So you can start to see the springtime flowers, and this is just a basic shot of going in here. I'm not going to do any editing. I'm just kind of wanted to show what I took, or maybe let's say that. Let's see what happens. Let's just keep going. This is an image, and what I like about yeah, okay, well, let's go ahead and jump in here. In editing in here, that we can actually just adjust a few things, make them pop just enough. Just get those a little bit, and you can do, yeah, you can spend all day doing this, just adjusting little parameters. That's what I like about Lightroom. You got all these little tools. If you're not able to afford, I don't know if Lightroom's free on the tablet, but if you can't afford this, Snapseed, that's a free app for your phone, for your tablet, for whatever. And I go to Snapseed also. I don't mind Snapseed. I actually like Snapseed because it's quick and easy. It's just down there. So you can also crop our image, just kind of bring it in just a little bit more. Go to our original format, just kind of go left to right and kind of get it right there on that little. So you kind of could put text or something on the side. I don't know. It depends on what you want to do with it. You can put it right here and put some text on the left. Call that one done. Go to the next one. These are, I don't know what you call these. Not dandelion or Texas dandelion, I think. These are either false dandelion, sometimes they call it. And those are out there too. They're edible, I believe. I'd have to look it up which one's which. I believe dandelion has one stem of a flower, and this is multiple flowers. So just going through. I love these flowers. They're tiny, real tiny flowers, but you can just look at that. Look at that little detail. All that crazy stuff. And it's all in the backyard. Just out there. This was from one of the plants that come yearly. I forget the name of it, but it always vines up. It spreads. It's all over the yard. No, it's in the front and the side, and then it just spreads where it's at. So if you don't keep it in check, it's gonna take over your yard. So you can always, you know, adjust your values, go back and forth. If you really feel like, you know, getting out there and want to do something crazy, you know, there's also these other adjustments that you can do on top of that, and it really depends on your style, what you like. Get that little filtered look. It's an interesting look right there. I could play with this all day, you know, and this is something I enjoy doing. But I just kind of want to share some of the photos that were taken the other day. Go down here. We're gonna adjust some of this. Get the get the noise out. But when you look at it zoomed in, what's tricky about the camera is that the shallow depth of field of where you try to focus your lens if you're using a macro lens. That's something tricky about it. This is like where you're just holding the camera just steady enough to see all the little detail in there. You see all the little bitty part of the flower. It's so cool. I love like getting a lens and just zooming in. So let's see what we got. We can pop some of that a little bit, drop some of those highlights to see a little bit more of that accent of the side. Just back and forth. Go that way and bam. Let's see what else we got. We got another section down there. Where's it at? We can up this texture to kind of give that crunchy feel to it. Depending on how you want it to feel dreamy, go left or right with this clarity. Dehaze it. Sometimes this helps. Depends on your cloudy day, and then going along with it. So you can start to see, just if you have a small lens, and you don't really need a macro lens for everything. If you have a cell phone, I used to grab. They sell them even at the store. You can buy like a little magnifying thing. It clips on your phone. Kind of do macro photography with your phone, and that's fun. That's I used to have. I actually have one right here. So this little piece. Let me see. I don't know if I can double tap and make it bigger. Let's see if it does. No, still learning it. But if you can see right here, you clip this onto your phone, and then you got a little macro. This doesn't fit on my Android phone. It's in a different location. This is more for the I think it was iPhone, an older iPhone, and you can do something similar. There's no stopping. If you have a magnifying glass and just find ways around it. You don't have to have anything fancy. Just start there, and once your passion grows, if you like this, then you'll keep going. Look at that. All the little detail in there is just like something craziness right there. And I really don't think I need to adjust it. Let's see what it does. Let's see if we can get some more detail out of it. If I push and pull. See right there, crunching it, pushing and pulling the details, and just kind of give it a little bit. I kind of sway the sliders back and forth until I'm kind of get that look that I'm happy with. If I really want to, you can do your curves if you want to get a little more adjustments in there. And we go through each channel and adjust each curve, but I'll be here all day, start messing with stuff. So as we were going around, me and Lolly looking, no bugs that day. It was a little chilly. It's chilly today. It's just weird weather. But you can start to see that. Look at all the little things. Little flowers in a flower. See that? It's a flower in a flower. It's crazy. Like nature. Nature just so much out there, and like just on the macro, like little bitty, on the small level. These are tiny flowers. And I don't know if that's a moth on the flower, but it could be. And so you can start to see. I like when we start to get spiders. Spiders, I love chasing them around. This little guy, he was real small. He looks like a locust, a little chichara on there. Or they might call him something else. I don't know. But he looked cool. He's blue. He's chilling. Look at, you can see his little eyes. He's so small, so cool. I love this photo. I'm gonna bring it up a little. Let's contrast. See if we can get a little bit more on there. Let's see what we got. See that petal light up. That way he kind of shows up a little bit more around there. So we can start playing with this. Look at that. Just enough. And if I want to go to my effects and I go to texture, just crunch it down. Crunch. Look at that. Ooh. No clarity here. We'll go a little bit down. When you look at it, I can do the before and after. Before, after. So it's pretty neat. Pretty cool stuff. there's a lot of stuff out there, and I didn't need to crunch it that much. I went nuts. So there's a lot of cool stuff. This was probably the only bug that I saw. It's another shot of him. Let's see, let it load. If you really feel like, I want to get something different, go in here and start finding some other kind of styles. You can even go black and white. I'm always for black and white. I love black and white images. Something subtle about them. Something. It's always cool. Yeah. And if you want to go to your profile, there's profiles. You can go monochromatic. You got other color profiles that'll probably pop the colors even more. And this is my color matching profiles that are inside of the camera. As I took the camera, it was probably on one of these settings. And what's odd is I'd always go back to the neutral just because I like how they look. Look at that portrait looking. Pop that color just enough. Before or after. Can't really tell much. But this is one of the things that was out there. Little insect. Let's see if I can go to the next image. Oh, I gotta cancel out of this. Going back. This looks like some kind of shaggy haired on here. We can go to our profile and just do a black and white. Give it a little crunch. We already know where we want to go with this. Just going in there. Drop this highlights. Drop these shadows. Pop some. See, there it goes. Just a little bit. I'm not sure how to do the clipping in here, like the standard classic Lightroom. Use the classic. This is something I'm kind of dipping my toes into. Lightroom, I don't know, Creative Cloud version. I don't know what they call this. There is a version. So if I can go to the auto, and that'll automatically adjust as it thinks it needs to be. I can re-import, adjust, reset all the adjustments. All right, and so yeah, that's one of them. Curious. Okay, this one was my exposure was off. So let's see if this just automated. So you can tell that my exposure was too low. You can see all the noise in there. It's really not a photo that I would have kept on this. There was a lot more photos that I took. And so all those little details in the flower, so cool. All the veins. This one's cool. I like that it's got like little Pac-Man looking hands or something. I don't know what you would call that. Like a goldfish, like the little goldfish the snacks, goldfish snacks. Pop that up a little bit more. Just play with this, and it all comes down to personal preference. A lot of times with this, how you want something to feel. Some folks out there love going into doing a little bit more with color grading. You can color grade it in here. I can push it up, warm it up a little bit more. I like color grading. I don't try to overkill it at times. It depends on the photo of what I'm going for. Look at that. Started changing it a little bit more drastic. Just drop it down. Just a touch. Just a little bit. Six saturation down there. You can just kind of do the luminance on that. Get this a little bit more. There you go. Just warmed it up a little bit, not too much. I just like all the little things you can see. And if I feel like it's a little too noisy, go to the detail. I'm gonna adjust the sharpening. Sometimes too much sharpening will give you too much noise. If you try to overcorrect it too much, you'll start to see a little too much, and you can adjust it as you go. Sometimes I just give a little bit, enough or not enough. So whatever. So your standard little tiny flower, but it has so much information, so much detail, all that little patterning. It's just so cool to see all that. And the bees love getting in there, just spreading that pollen around. So this is near the end. one of the few insects that I found, or not insects, or I don't know if it's a moth or a butterfly. I don't know if butterflies have fur. I'm not too, I'd probably call it a butterfly. Yeah, butterfly. Yeah, I don't know. I'm thinking moth, but yeah, sometimes you get a moth that looks like a butterfly. I think it's his face is all furry. But then even here, let's go to something creative. See what we got. Let's go to lifestyle. Nothing speaks to me in there. I like that you can see these instantly. Like if I were to click this, you kind of get like that classic feel to it, almost like nature, like a classic painting. It reminds me of. So if I really want to keep that or go anyone, I'll just keep that one. We'll play with this. Let's see what we got. We can go up or down, contrast it around. That little too much for me. I don't know if I want that. Let's see. Let's go for this. Let's go to profile. Let's get this in there. So I don't know. Nothing speaking to me on here. Let's reset it. Let's reset all. Let's go back to the beginning. Let's go to camera matching. So sometimes not going too far helps where you need to be on here. So there you go. Look at that. Simple. If I really wanted to, we can go to custom, maybe 6.9. Give them a little zoomed in effect. If you really need, we can kind of hone in on that. We can do a lot more in here. We can actually do a little more focused adjustments. We can even go to, if you're into adjusting your photos and getting crazy with it, you really can. We can color mix it and just either up and down this if you really want to, or you can adjust the luminance. I usually just do the luminance. It's a little bit more. And if I want to drop the green down a little bit and desaturate just enough to pop the butterfly in this image, and there you go. So yeah, I might have edited too much, but you get the idea. So this is most of what I took photos of, and there's not really much else. My little blackberry tree, but my focus hit the wrong thing. So let's go back. Let's just see. So as you can see, all my images that I picked, that I enjoyed or I liked, and went from there. If you were to see the ones that weren't on here, all the unfiltered ones, and you can see the ones I didn't plan on showing, but that's okay. Usually I'll take about 100 photos sometimes and just like 2 of them. That's just how it goes. So I hope you enjoyed this little short video of me and Lolly getting outside and taking some photos with the macro lens, and hopefully we can do some more. But right now it's raining, so unless I plan on using another camera, just going from there. I was gonna grab it, but you can't see in this little window unless I can flip it around. I'm still learning how to record in here. So again, thank you for watching. Have a good day.